gamers? Today we're reacting to this new Logan Paul info that just dropped, or these text messages that just dropped, air quotes on just because this video is getting uploaded a little bit later, but I'm convinced that this guy is like an anime supervillain at this point. It's actually crazy. I hope you all enjoy this reaction. Obviously, go check out the original video first. It'll be at the top of the description, as well as the original creator will be linked right below that as well. And then right below that is my Twitch stream. Would love to have you over there sometime. I go live Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. We do some drama reacts. We also play a bunch of indie games, RPGs, all that fun jazz. Would love to see you over there. If you do enjoy the video, feel free to drop a like and a sub. You know all that jazz. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. If I upload this as a react on YouTube frogs, the link to the original video will be in the top of the description. Chat, let's lock in. We're gonna point and laugh at Logan Paul here for at least 12 minutes and 16 seconds. Let's get into it. Yeah, honestly, Tori, yeah, you have.
So at this point, it has been almost an entire year since Logan Paul decided to file a defamation lawsuit against CoffeeZilla. This of course all stemmed from Coffee's coverage of Logan's CryptoZoo fiasco all the way back at the end of 2020.
Oh, Jay, upload it to Google Drive if you haven't maxed it out, and then make it shareable so like everyone can see it, and put it in Discord.
For those of you who might not remember, Coffee was the catalyst to shine light on what appeared at the time to be an abandoned project that Logan was promoting relentlessly the year prior.
For the last 6 months, I've been working on my own NFT project that I believe is going to change the game. I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take. September 1st, CryptoZoo.co.
September 11th, CryptoZoo.co. If you thought the towers were bad, wait till you see this shit. Yo, nah, dude, but when we were originally talking about this, I was saying how one of the couple of times I've listened to anything from Impulsive the last, like, 5 years, right? Because I used to watch Impulsive a decent amount, and I think this is why I was manipulated by Logan Paul into believing that he was at least somewhat a decent guy, right? And now my opinion has changed, right? But he was talking about how Gary Vee will like throw them into group chats and then be talking about like, oh, get on this crypto, get on this NFT. And really what I'm thinking about now that I hadn't thought about until this moment is, isn't that against some of the rules, right? Like, isn't that why they thought they were gonna throw Hawk Tua away into jail? I'm blanking on what the actual like term is for it. Like, I guess a rug pull, but like basically just inflating the market for it, right? Chris, should I put my clean bed sheets on or just go to bed? Clean sheets for sure, goat. Yeah, the Hawk Tua coin. Insider trading? Maybe that's what I'm looking for? But yeah, isn't it just insider trading? Like if you get a bunch of your super rich friends together, like, yeah, let's all buy this coin. And then it skyrockets, and then you sell at some point. After it skyrockets, then... Isn't that technically? I mean, I guess it's just like a group chat, and they're all friends, and they're just, but like, I don't know. I feel like that could technically be against some rules. Not to be like excuse me, teacher, they're not doing their work type guy, but I don't know.
This was supposed to be a crypto...
And I do somewhat rock with Gary Vee, so, you know, to defend Gary Vee.
NFT-based game that would allow investors to collect tokens, buy and hatch virtual eggs, and overall was supposed to bring this unique trading card-esque utility to a space that was on fire at the time.
Like, we are a game first.
Yeah.
The token was built as a utility in the game. No one even knows what it is.
Now, of course, this did not pan out at all. The project was not very functional upon...
I mean, like, it sounds like a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like a cool idea. The whole CryptoZoo thing. Like, I think, like, from looking at it overall, to just be fair to Logan, right? I'm not just gonna hate on Logan Paul just to hate on Logan Paul, which is what I told myself when I pulled up this video. I was like, this is a slam dunk for the internet, right? But like hearing about this, like, oh, it sounds kind of cool. Like, okay, real world money. Like he's using like Pokemon type idea behind it. It sounds like a good idea. Maybe if he should have just done it. He should have, like, once it started to fall apart, he should have just made it like real world money, make it like a gotcha type game, like a fucking mobile app game where you just like $50 and you unlock the best animal or whatever, you know? Get a couple of the whales, get the whole, you know, user group of Madden Mobile that absolutely destroyed and ruined that app, you know, the player base of that like spends thousands and thousands of dollars on it for CryptoZoo. And then there you go. So you're gonna wipe it once a year like Madden Mobile. Screw Madden Mobile! Anyway, sorry. Mike, that's real, bro. Whenever you do go to bed, sleep well though, dude. Appreciate you. Can I send you on Instagram? Yeah, absolutely, bro. I think you're right. I'm pretty sure they have to wait to make purchases until after critical information goes public. Yeah, I don't know if it would have been after, but I just remember them talking about that on Impulsive and me being like, okay. But now, like, really thinking about it, like, I feel like that's against some rules.
On launch.
Maybe.
Promises the world.
Again, maybe it's, you know, it's just some bros talking about getting some crypto that are on the come up.
A fun blockchain game that earns you money. And he did nothing, and the project was left abandoned.
And many
Sounds good,
investors
Mike.
felt left in the
Appreciate
dark
you.
as Logan had seemingly moved on to his next shiny toy, 99 Originals.
We launched
Oh,
Originals,
right.
99 Originals, the project I mentioned, and the project that I've been working on for 9 months. Traveled the world, took a bunch of Polaroids.
Can I be so for real? NFTs are so stupid, bro. You don't even own the copyright to them. Because the homie Rourke took me on a deep dive one time where I was talking about, I was like, yeah, it's like NFTs, like, what's up with them? You don't own the copyright to them. You don't own the copyright to them, bro. Like, you're buying nothing. You technically own nothing. I mean, I don't, you know, I'm sure everybody knows that, but it's so stupid. I like Logan Paul's idea here of like 99, what is it called? 99 whatever.
Originals, 99.
99 Originals. It's like a cool idea if he was doing it as like a passion project, but I don't think Logan Paul does much as a passion project. He's always looking for someone to suck some money out of it, dude. It's so lame. It's embarrassing. Yo, Jay, I got you. Right after stream or when I'm taking a leak, I'll take a look at it. I have a code of ethics training at work that I have to do that covers topics like this. I'll let you know after. Oh, bet, bro. NFT, not fucking tangible. Yeah, literally.
99 Originals, the project I mentioned, and the project that I've been working on for 9 months. Traveled the world, took a bunch of Polaroids, minted them as NFTs. The buyer gets the original one-on-one Polaroid, forming the Originals DAO. It's going to be a community with a community treasury that can vote what to do with the funds. And it's been amazing. The first one sold for, I think, 60K. The next one was 100K.
Of course, Coffee then drops his 3-part series, and he exposes Logan and really the entire team of
$60,000 would change the life of not only me, but my entire family. Literally life-changing money. Literally, there's so much good that I can do for my entire family. And this stupid son of a bitch is making it for one stupid fucking Polaroid that they don't even technically fucking own. God, you're really making it hard for me to believe in you, big guy. It's really, you know, really making it hard, big man. Anyways, Dredge! What's up, bro? How's it going? I reward myself after I'm done putting my sheets on my bed by some chicken chunks, basically chicken nuggets, but actual chicken? Yes, absolutely. People are paying $60K for a Polaroid picture? Yeah, I can go take a... Yo, chat, who wants to pay like... freaking a dollar? Wait, no, cover shipping and everything. Who wants to pay $5? I'll go take a Polaroid picture of something cool. Come on, who's in?
of shady people he had assembled to spearhead this venture. Now, in the end, most of the blame was actually put on the main 2 developers, Eduardo
Is it a toe pick? It can be. Been good, bro. Getting back into streaming daily now while working full time. Hell yeah, dude. What are you? Where are you working at? What industry? And are you liking it?
And Jake Greenbaum, both of which are believed to have profited millions of dollars from their manipulation of the project. But of course, with Logan being the big name in the room, all these videos were really marketed around him.
But now I'm in a place where I actually do have to thank him for shining light on this. He just messed up by pointing the finger 100% at me in saying that there was any sort of fraud or scam taking place intentionally.
He had hired basically criminals who were selling on the back end, like some of the tokens. I think his mentality was, let me just move on.
And while the 3 main videos in this series specifically are not listed in the actual complaint, as it was beyond the statute of limitations by the time Logan would file this, 2 later released videos and a tweet were sufficient enough for Logan to sue him for both libel and defamation, claiming that Coffee continued to paint him as a scammer who was operating in bad faith, despite knowing the actual truth about what was going on in the background. This was a far cry from when Logan had initially gone on record thanking CoffeeZilla following the series.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him, I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire and ego, but the fact is that suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be. Thank you, CoffeeZilla. You have catalyzed this, and I am very grateful for your work and your investigation.
But
dude, is Logan Paul like I'm not trying to pick on anyone, but is there like some sort of like real mental disorder going on here? Because it didn't really switch around a couple of times with this, or maybe he has like people chattering in his ear about what to do and what not to do, and he keeps flipping around. Because, like, I've done that before, you know? I mean, I'm also probably full of mental disorders, so, you know, look at the pot, tell him the kettle black. But, like, I feel like there's something wrong going on here. Like, there's some issue that is unresolved right now. Because, honestly, Logan Paul should have just been like, yep, I'm sorry. Like, if it was really these, like, criminals screwing him over, he should have been like, yep, I'm sorry, guys. I let a bunch of criminals set this shit up. I got bad advice, and that's honestly my bad for not looking into them more. And I'm so sorry. I'm going to try and pay everyone back in some way or make this project actually happen. But also, if you want a refund, I'll give you a refund. You know? Like, he should have done that, not this shit. Oh, Coffee, thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. I don't know why I thought about suing you. Oh my God. I'm so sorry that, thank you for, revealing this. And now, I'm going to fully lock it. You know what? Fuck you, Coffee. So I'm suing you. What the fuck, brother? What the hell? Don't stab him once and then take the blade out and be like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. Stab him in the back and then be like, oh, sorry, dude. I stabbed you in the back. And then stab him in the back again. Like, what the hell? You should have left Fortnite so I could have played it for the May 4th. Damn it, dude. I should have. Fuck. Factory work? Oh shit. How's factory work going, bro? I'll do it if you shoot a foot in it.
Obviously, their relationship would sour at some point.
It's like a little fucking annoying night. It bothers me.
What?
And in a statement released the next year in a documentary about his life, his tone was completely different.
The CryptoZoo saga is far from over because it was a one-sided story. I've lost $500,000 on this. Where's the scam? These internet...
Oh, Logan Paul, you lost $500,000, brother. What do we think Logan Paul's net worth is, bro? This dude's probably making $500,000 in a month, maybe more, maybe a little less. I don't know, but $500,000 is not like, just because your scam failed at being a scam does not mean that it's not a scam. What the hell? Oh my God. Bro probably made $500,000 from Paul versus Tyson press conf alone. Well, that was a different Paul, so.
Internet journalists, internet investigative reporters have way too much responsibility on their hands that is being mismanaged and wielded in a really inappropriate way.
Although Logan would later have issues with the interviewer from that series, Graham Bessinger, arguing with him during a TMZ interview where Graham says that Logan wanted to cut off the CryptoZoo
Why would you do an interview with TMZ? Who thinks that's a good idea?
topics at the documentary.
You're lying. Let me finish. The only issue that was ever communicated was remove this crypto stuff. If CryptoZoo is in there, if CoffeeZilla's in there, I'm not going to promote it.
Now that is the face of a man who is allergic to accountability. I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
he
dude,
was
just-
the one pumping this project up.
Just take some accountability.
Because of my project. Imagine your first experience on the blockchain is with CryptoZoo.
And he was the main reason that most people knew about it in the first place.
It was a one-sided story. He told it how he wanted to.
What year did this all happen? I'm honestly not sure. It's kind of been a blur, like, for me with all this shit. Like, I remember hearing about it and, like, new things coming out. I want to say 2022, 2023? Estimated net worth $150 million. Oh, that was $500,000. But I also made like $7 million off of my 99 original. So fuck you all. I hate him so much. I hate that he's in the WWE too. Yeah, I mean, out of all influencers, I mean, I guess it makes sense. He's an easy, heel, right? Just like somebody to hate. Aqua, thank you so much for the raid, brother. I appreciate you, dude. How's your stream? How's Valo? Let me get you with that shout out chat. Go show my boy Aquanaut some freaking love, dude. Welcome to Raiders. By the way, my name is Chris. We're about good vibes here. We're doing a little reacts tonight, or a couple little reacts tonight. We're reacting to this new Logan Paul situation that's going on, or like new details about the Logan Paul situation. So, yeah, dude. My friend was hating on me the whole time, and the second I hate back, he freaked out. Oh, yeah, dude. I'm sorry, bro. There's some chatters just like that, man, and it's lame. Highly recommend, though, ban his ass. Be like, hey, bro, you tripping. You're tripping, bro. You're tripping. You can't take a joke here. Or time him out for a little bit, Be like, hey, dude, you're destroying my mental, okay? Congratulations, buddy. You're a dick. Now go think about it. Go think about not being a dick. Yeah, estimated net worth at the time of this was 150 mil. Give him a month. Long time out. Yeah, that too. Honestly, dude, I mean, it's not worth, like, here's the thing. At the end of the day, like, if your friend is constantly shitting on you and killing the vibes, I would literally be like, hey, dude, you're actually like making me upset right now. And then if they're like making jokes about it, time them out. Fuck them, dude. Fuck them. The stream's your space. Like, not worth it, man. Like, there's a certain level between like making jokes and being like, you know, being like kind of mean while making jokes and like having a good time and everyone's laughing and everything, and then just just being a straight up piece of shit asshole, you know? I was playing with him in a comp. Oh, well, fuck him. Don't play with him in a comp anymore then, dude. That's the worst, dude. Getting your mental killed in a comp match by somebody. I mean, dude, to be fair, your base net worth, Chris, is $1 million. So my base net worth? What? I'd have no viewers if that's how they were acting. Yeah, dude. Protect your mental space. Is it an online friend? Like just an online friend, bro? Oh, by the way, I missed this chat. Sorry. Chris, everyone at school had such a fucking rough finals week. I literally straight up didn't even turn in one of my finals and went on the SPH like 7 times. Wait, what's the SPH? Sorry, I'm homeschooled. I'm built a little stupid. Everyone's base worth is $1 million. What? Am I dumb? Chat, am I wacky? What's going on here? Thank you so much again for the raid, brother. I'm gonna let this play a little bit more, then I'll catch up with chat the next time I pause.
Tell it. And told it a certain way that made me.
Tori, I got you. I'm sorry that happened, though, homie. Jesus. That's fucking rough. Yeah, fuck finals. I think that's cringe. Not that I have a better solution. It's just schooling systems as a whole are, you know, I've yapped about this a lot, but a lot of the schooling system is built not to, like, teach you how to learn, but teach you, like, just force-feeding you information, and it's not force-feeding you information about, like, things that are helpful now, a lot of it's just, like, building you to be a worker. You know, and also putting a lot of responsibility on kids that, you know, if you're the age where you have to ask if you're allowed to go to the restroom, but then you're also supposed to decide what you're going to do with the rest of your life, you know, like when you're like 16, 17, that kind of shit. And then they're putting like pressure on you about finals on whether or not you'll be able to do that thing that you've determined at 16 or 17 that you want to do with the rest of your life, which, by the way, is a horrible time to try and figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life, because you're very emotional at that age. You don't really know. You aren't logically think. Anyways, hold on. But yeah, I'm so sorry that happened, and it's been ass.
It was a one-sided story. He told it how he wanted to tell it. And told it a certain way that made me look like the captain of this ship.
But now he wants to say, oh, I'm not the captain of this ship just because they completely dropped the ball.
What responsibility do you feel for what happened?
I put way too much trust in bad people. What you just described isn't a scam. I took on a project that I was simply incapable of handling at the time.
As you see there, and as you will see in these filings, a lot of this is actually about the scammer label, and the literal verbiage of how it was used by CoffeeZilla.
6 months.
I don't know why is it so hard for Logan Paul just to be like, hey guys, I'm so sorry. I worked with the wrong people and they basically created a scam. I didn't want to create a scam, but it seems like that is what ended up happening. So I'm so sorry that I in any way was any part in scamming you, and I will try and do right by you all and figure out a way to make this right, and I will pay you back, or I will make this thing, I will see this thing through, and I will try and pay you all back. Why is that so hard to do, man? Why is it so hard to do? Just take accountability for it. You can say that you got like fucked over, but at the end of the day, you were the one pushing this project. Just take accountability for it and move on. Stop trying to be like, oh, CoffeeZilla's painting me in a bad light. Well, yeah, obviously, dude. You're making it easy for him to paint you in a bad light, dumbass. Chris, can you let me to get up off my ass and put my sheets on my bed? Hey, lock it the fuck in. Yo, get in there, bruh. Clean that shit off. Think about how nice and comfy those sheets will be once you got some clean ones on there, dude. Hey, and you don't want to be stinking like fucking sweaty sheets in front of your situationship, do you? No, dude, get in there. Get that shit done and then reward yourself with some fucking chicken bits or whatever the fuck you call them. There's so many things wrong with the education system. Yeah, dude. Because I just saw this quick, like, 51-second video. You should watch this guy fucking, this wrestling move so fucking bad. You can send it to a watch on stream. I don't know if I will.
Months ago, I investigated CryptoZoo, a scam created by Logan Paul and a team of criminals. Logan Paul is refunding people he scammed if they promise to stop suing him. This is what makes this such a massive con. This guy sold millions in NFTs, tens of millions of Zoo tokens, and he's not even going to release the thing he promised this whole time with his fans who he scammed. He's a serial scammer who's offering a minority refund as a last-ditch effort to save his wallet and his reputation.
And now over the last year, there have been several moves made by the legal teams of the two sides.
Hey, I'm so sorry that we scammed you out of your house. You put your mortgage on this. Here's $2,000. I hope that makes it better. Sorry, I got scammed as well. I'm not a scammo though. Cam, what's up, goat? How's it going, twin?
As well as the judge who will potentially be in charge of this case. And at this point, you have had things that have occurred that go against both parties. I'm talking about leaked text messages, ulterior motives, hidden phone recordings, and letters from the judge himself. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video, Sundays for Dogs. You already know how much I vouch for the sponsor of today's video, Sundays for Dogs. But even as much as I personally like the brand, my dogs Lola and Delilah have to be even bigger fans. As a matter of fact, they're so in tune with the brand at this point that they even put a dog on the bag that looks just like my noble steed. Basically, Sundays took the nutritional value that comes from fresh fruits, vegetables, seeds, grains, and of course proteins, and made that all into this all-natural air-dried food. I'm showing off the turkey variation today, but they also have chicken and beef options.
I have one dog, and his name is Mo, and he's like 90 pounds, and he's dumb as shit in all the best ways. I'm looking at him right now. He's asleep. But like, you know how some people say like the dog reflects the owner? Yeah, like, and how I'm like a fucking airhead, like just kind of head in the clouds type dude? Yeah, that's him. Well, like 100%. And then technically like in the same house as me, my grandma has a dog, a little tiny Chihuahua mix. And my mom also has a dog that's like, I don't even know what breed he is. He's fucking goofy breed is what he is. And then my mom has 3 cats. So, yeah. But yeah, me and Chucky have Mo together. That's our son.
Both of which my dogs have also loved. I really feel like Sundays has helped them maintain their weight. It's given them an even softer and shinier coat of fur. And I don't know, I just really feel like they've been healthier and happier ever since this became a part.
Yo, Night Vanguard, thank you so much for the follow, homie. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Appreciate ya.
Are their diet. And today I wanted to give you all a chance to try it out, as we are offering a 50% discount on your first order of Sundays.
Mo, my favorite bartender. Like from the Three Stooges?
You head to sundaysfordogs.com/Jamari. Or of course you could always just use my code Jamari at checkout. So y'all make sure to go check it out and get half off your first order at sundaysfordogs.com/Jamari.
Hell yeah, man.
Basically,
I might actually have to tap in on that, dude. Ad. I like, it's like, you know, there's, you know, so many YouTubers just have like the same like couple of sponsors like Factor and Manscaped. And I'm sure a bunch of those are like good. I've heard, questionable things about Factor. But this year something different for once, I'm actually like intrigued. But yo, Night Vanguard, thank you so much for the follow, dude. I've been on the grind, my guy. Dude, hell yeah. Like streaming and shit or just like working. That's awesome though, dude. Happy to hear it.
Wants to see behind the curtain. He wants to see everything from the 1-year investigation CoffeeZilla did regarding CryptoZoo back in 2022. CoffeeZilla, on the other hand, has essentially been protected from handing out this information due to some sort of journalist protection law. But Logan's team says that he needs to see this information to prove the actual malice against him in the defamation and libel case. Because his entire argument is that CoffeeZilla not only called him a scammer, but did so knowing that Logan was actually the good but clueless person in the CryptoZoo situation. But because Logan is a public figure, he has to prove actual malice. So he says he needs the text messages, the video and audio recordings, and really anything else from that period of time to do so. His team also seems especially interested in receiving the text messages sent between CoffeeZilla and a YouTube lawyer named Attorney Tom. But we'll get back to that agenda here in a second. Now after this,
So Logan Paul's like basically like, dude, Judge, make him give me his. I want to see his text messages and his phone calls, Judge. Come on. Well, of course I can't prove that he's. Of course I can't prove that he's doing defamation on me because I'm a public figure unless I have his texts. Judge, make him give me the texts, bro. Just drop it, Logan. Yo, Cars, 18 days till graduation. Yo, congratulations, Unc. Yo, I've got 25 minutes left. I ain't doing shit for the rest of the day. 12 hours, number years, and a few hours Oh, lumberyard. Then a few hours of hanging door hangers for extra cash. Dude, fuck yeah, Night Vanguard. Collect that bread, bro. 12 years ago, we walked into our first... 12 years ago, we walked into our first kindergarten class. 6 years ago, we walked into our first middle school class. And now, in 18 days, we'll be walking across the stage to collect our diplomas. Congratulations to the class of 2025 for all of your hard work and everything you had to do to get to this stage in your life. I wish you all nothing but the best and have an awesome life. Class of 2025 signing out. Judge, come on. It's me we're talking about here. You're Pookie. Logan Paul, probably. Dude, you think he's even crazy dome to the judge? No, he's a married man. He wouldn't do that. Got paid $40 an hour and make a few hundred tax-free? Dude, fuck yeah, Night Vanguard. That's awesome, man. Collect that cheddar, bro. Honestly, as long as this doesn't end up being a dumpster fire like Carl Jobist and Billy Mitchell. Okay. I don't know what any of that means, but, you know.
Coffey's team tried to get this trial to motion for judgment, which basically means they want everything to stop right now, and they want the case to be decided based on the information provided in this pre-trial. Their argument is that when Coffey called Logan a scammer, it was simply hyperbole, and that no one should take his statements to literally mean that Logan committed actual fraud. They also argued that this was all a matter of opinion, citing a disclaimer Coffey places in the description boxes of his videos. But the judge actually did not agree with this, and he denied their motion to expedite the trial, which to me means he thinks that Logan might actually have a case here. And this would lead to them being able to file an objection to his decision, and this is where Coffey's team reveals these text messages between Logan and a friend, saying that Paul brought this lawsuit about to silence and intimidate his critics from speaking about him. In a text from this...
Oh, that's gotta be damning, dude. Wait, what did... Suing this motherfucker into the ground. Luring up and suing this motherfucker. Well, that's lame. Yeah, it's crazy. So he's basically trying to make an example out of CoffeeZilla to be like, nobody should ever call me a scammer ever again or they're going to get sued into the fucking ground. Dude, what the heck? Who's Logan suing now? It's been too many. CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla for calling him a scammer. That's damning evidence of being a loser. Yeah, literally. Literally, dude. Oh, I got you, Gussie. I haven't been tapped in on that, dude. See, I would watch the Moist video now, and maybe I will, but the couple of times I've watched a Moist Critical video and like made her like a react out of it, no matter how much I yap myself, people are always like, just sucking clout off of Moist Critical. Even if I don't put them in the thumbnail or anything like that, and I, you know, link the original video. It's like, dude, this video got 30 views, my man. Yeah, I'm just sucking it dry from Moist, dude. I'm sucking it dry. Literally, the original video is 12 minutes, and this is a 40-minute react. I'm just sucking it dry from Moist Critical, dude. It's Glazers, the Glazers, that's right. Yeah, dude. I mean, I get it to a point. Like, if you really believe that, like, react content, even if it's like, you know, 10 to 20 minutes of the original video drawn out to like 40 minutes to an hour is like not technically transformative. I get it to a point, but it's like, just shut up. Like, does it really matter? Like, even if my fucking react video gets 10,000 views, what difference does that make to a motherfucker that gets literally like 500,000 to a million views a video? And I mean that not just about Moist Critical. I mean that about like anyone on YouTube, or even 200,000 views a video. What is my 10,000 view video, which by the way would be the best, what's the word? Like the most successful, best performing react video other than like a music react I've ever had, by the way. So that's kind of been my thought process on it. Now, if I have like a, 200,000 subscribers and all my videos are getting like 30 to 50,000 views, then maybe I'll reevaluate this. But I'm not no fucking Asmongold out here pulling a million views for some react videos. Like, the fuck? Chris, I need you to see that video I sent in chat because I want to sleep. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Jay. I'm probably not going to react to it for the same reason why I only react to specific videos is like, I don't want to react to something and it just be an XQC react where I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. I want it to be like a video like this where I can like kind of discuss things. Maybe on a just chatting though, Jay. Maybe on a just chatting, you said it's just a short video of like a dude fucking up wrestling. So maybe, but I'm probably not going to do that right now. Appreciate you trying to give me content though. I'd suck it dry for Moist Critical. Dap me up. Reactions are supposed to be mainly commentary, so if your video is longer and it's mainly talking, it's fine. Yeah, that's always been my viewpoint on this shit. Like, if it's something where it's like close to like 50-50, like there's the special effects artists react to like Bigfoot or some shit like that I uploaded the other day, and their original video was like 12 minutes and my react was like 8 minutes, and I was like really considering, but I was like, at the end of the day, probably at most this video is gonna get like 300 views, so like it's fine. It's just something I need to be more aware of, but almost always my talking is usually like double the original time of the video. And if you wait a few days to a week, it should be fine. Don't make a reaction the day after or after. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Yeah, that's kind of how I always see it, especially if it's like older too, like especially with the like the scary reacts and stuff. I'll usually wait a while, like at least like a week before I do like a react to it. And as always, I like say in the beginning, even if I don't say in the beginning of on stream, like I'll do a little intro thing where I'm like, hey, original video, go watch it first before you watch my reaction, you know? He did a moonsault, a backflip, and like landed on his neck. Yeah, I don't know if I even want to watch that, Jay, to be honest, because that just kind of sounds like it's gonna make me be like, you know? But yeah, Night Vanguard, you get it, dude. You get it. That's at least my viewpoint on all of it. Yeah, it should be a standard, but it's not, unfortunately. Yeah, dude. I mean, you know, I like have respect for Asmongold, even though I don't agree with like a lot of the shit that he says nowadays. I have like respect for him and everything, but also it's like, damn, dude, like at least some of the stuff I've seen of, or a couple of videos I've seen him react to, it's like, you know, his editors are on it. So, you know, he might be reacting to something from that day that is like a video like this, and then it's uploaded the next day. And his channel, like, is bigger than even Jamiri here. Like, you know, so it's like, holy shit. So, I don't know. There's some reactors like that are, like, questionable. Like, in my opinion, kind of ride the line. Or just straight up, depending on the way you look at it. I mean, I always bounce back and forth with Asmongold, like hearing differing opinions. Like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, that is like fuck the way he does it. And sometimes I'm like, well, okay, you know, they like do link it at the top, and like it could be good. Like if it's a smaller channel, he's kind of like bringing more awareness, so maybe more people will go check out the video, and then they'll check out the other videos from the channel, and it'll be like a blow up, kind of like how Tav was with Moist. Like, you know, like that dude literally got like such a huge initial boost from that to like basically kickstart his entire career. So I don't know, I always bounce back and forth, but yeah, I think there's a lot of shady reactors out there. Like, you know, again, like not to shit on XQC, but I will, where it's like, oh shit, that's crazy, dude. Oh wow, that's crazy. Or even like, you know, even though I sometimes watch a little tiny bit of Hassan here and there, you know, walking away while he's supposed to be doing a react. Like, dude, what the fuck? 16 minutes before I start smoking up boyos and girls. Yeah, let's go, brother. XQC speaks in his own language. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, he really does. Okay, sorry, I've been yapping for so long.
This lawsuit about to silence and intimidate his critics from speaking about him. In a text from December 2022, Logan would say, lawyering up, suing this motherfucker into the ground. Then everything will come out. Court docs public. So everyone will
what just
see
happened?
What happened for the good or bad.
Did my internet just cut? Are we good? Sorry. I don't know what the hell happened there. Okay, sorry.
To let others know it's not worth coming at you, there is a price to pay. That's the idea. I see the momentum building because the throne is being shook right now. Need to shut it.
The throne is being shook right now? Oh, is he talking about CoffeeZilla being the throne of like journalists on YouTube? What is he talking about? It was the power of Obama.
Down. Public humiliation is always more effective. Totally agree. They also claim that Logan admitted to suing CoffeeZilla to straight up make his life more difficult and drain him of money, obviously adding major levels to his stress. They even say that Logan is straight up trying to punish him for reporting on the topic. In January of 2023, he would say via text message, Zilla will pay one way or another. Make sure of it. They even note that when Logan's friend tried to talk him off the ledge, saying that he shouldn't really give a shit because he's a very successful billionaire, he replied in turn that he was a petty billionaire, and that he knows CoffeeZilla would have a hard time.
Oh, I lost $500,000. Dude, shut up. Bro, I completely forgot about Prime and how that is like appraised. Is it appraised at $1 billion? I mean, I know it's a KSI and, you know, they have ownership and yada yada, but like, yeah, he's got to be. That's crazy, dude. Chris, do you have any tattoos? No, dude, I need to get some tattoos. I already have a couple of ideas for designs that I want to get. I've been saying since I was like 17 I need to get tattoos. I'm gonna be 24. Maybe I'll finally get one.
Paying for a legal team and the potential damages incurred from the case. All while this litigation money is simply child's play for Logan's bankroll. I want the people who wronged me to suffer while I continue to get wins on their grave.
Okay, dude. What is this, dude? What edgelord shit is this? I want people who wronged me to suffer while I continue getting wins on their graves. Dude, if I said this shit out loud, it's time to pack it up. It's time to pack it up, bro. Nah, dude, I might literally die of cringe if I ever said this shit out loud. If I sent this in a text message, I'd be like, oh, no. No, I need to pack it up. I need to move to the Himalayan mountains and live in a shack and never force this level of cringe on anyone ever again. Yeah, dude, people already don't like you. Why are you trying to make it worse with this? People he sued for similar can sue him for this. Dude, this is the thing I'll never get. Like, I think back to Pat McAfee and Brett Favre when Brett Favre tried to sue Pat McAfee for Pat McAfee reporting about Brett Favre stealing the money from the which should have been like government assistance, right? That he literally stole their money, saying that they were like whatever volleyball for his daughter, whatever the whole bullshit was. But he tried to sue Pat McAfee and it blew up in his face. It was a PR nightmare. I literally don't know why people think that suing for defamation when you're like clearly gonna be like when you are the bad guy already. And then you're going to sue them for defamation, like a beloved content creator, right? Like, I think Pat McAfee is a little bit more like, probably a decent amount, like, bigger by, like, dumbasses like me love Pat McAfee, right? So, like, it's a bigger audience. But still, like, CoffeeZilla, like, a lot of people really like CoffeeZilla and really appreciate his reporting. So, the fact that you're going after, like, somebody that's, like, you know, overall, like, I bet if I asked a person who knows about CoffeeZilla how they feel about CoffeeZilla, they're going to say, most of the time it's going to be positive, right? And then somebody who like just knows about Logan Paul, it's either going to be neutral or negative a majority of the time, probably. At least in my own personal life, talking to people in real life, right? Not like some internet shit. Not like me getting on Discord and be like, what do you guys think of Logan Paul? No, like me talking to people in real life, a majority of them have negative thoughts about Logan Paul, which is fair, you know? Anyways.
I mean, goddamn, this sounds like he thinks he's in an anime or some shit. I mean, based on these texts, it's hard for me not to conclude that he is looking for revenge on those who threw dirt on his name. I should note here that Logan has also sued the two guys, Eduardo and Jake, for the CryptoZoo failure. I mean, obviously, I was surprised at this CoffeeZilla lawsuit from the start, but now we are seeing that there might be an ulterior motive beyond the pettiness. Because in their rebuttal, Coffee's team speculates that Logan is only doing this lawsuit against him as some sort of 4D chess move to help defend himself in a class action lawsuit he is currently facing over the same CryptoZoo project. That is where this guy, Attorney Tom, really comes into play, as he is the lawyer who is spearheading that class action lawsuit. So now they want to see all of him and Coffee's communication, like what were these guys really saying? Because in getting all of the information for one case, he would essentially be getting a lot of the information for the other, as he has admitted that he learns a lot about what happened due to Steven's coverage of the topic, things he himself being directly involved did not know.
Bro, look at George. Look at George while he's talking about this.
Happened due to Steven's
He's so not locked. He's so not locked in.
Coverage of the topic, things he himself
he doesn't give a fuck. He's out of this, dude.
Being directly involved did not know.
Oh my
I found
God.
out things watching his series. Like, dude, I was at the airport and when I watched the part where he said Jake's had stolen,
of course,
I was
like, what?
$6 million.
But now CoffeeZilla's team wants this case consolidated with the ongoing class action lawsuit, saying that the fundamentals in both.
Yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not there mentally. Because I was biting into this giant Hershey's chocolate bunny I got from Easter, and I just bit my lip so hard it tastes like it's bleeding. Brother, ew. Brother, ew. Yeah, go, you know, put a little pressure on that with like a napkin or something, dude. Oh, it sounds painful, bruh.
Both cases are the same. Basically, whether or not Logan scammed his fans in CryptoZoo. Even making a very nice Venn diagram that probably cost Coffee a cool couple thousand to produce. So it's...
Oh, didn't Logan YouTube get exposed on news channels when he decided the forest video was a good idea. So that's a lot of people's first impression of him. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was like a huge thing, which like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he's like, he should try. He has basically been gifted another chance on the internet, right? Like somehow everyone forgave him. And like, I feel like, I forget, I was watching a video. Maybe it was Oompaville, maybe it was someone else that was talking about like Impulsive and how Impulsive was like this thing where it was like almost like he was redeeming himself in the public's eye. Like he's been trying to like prove that he's like a changed man and he's better now. And like that was pretty much the whole reason for Impulsive, right? Which is the trap I fell into, right? Because I would watch Impulsive from time to time and I was like, wow, you know, this guy seems like he's actually like, you know, like an okay guy overall. But then he does shit like this. He's, you know, he's been gifted these amazing opportunities. Like, he literally has Prime. He has the WWE. He should just fucking take this shit on his chin and be like, yeah, I'm sorry. I fucked up horribly with the situation. Not like, I want my enemies in the ground and I will dance on a grave with my victories. No, dude, just eat this. You can pay out everybody that was majorly affected by this fucking situation. Just make that shit go away. Just handle it like a fucking man. Stop doing this like, you know, oh, I'm gonna make my enemies pay. Sorry, dude, you got fucking called out for your failed scam. You failed. These people that you hired failed at making a scam, and then you bit the bullet for it. Yeah, unfortunately, he's still being a big ass child, but now he has money. Yeah, literally, dude. I mean, I feel like this is like, you know, you can look at Jake or Logan Paul and be like, yeah, they got money super young, and they were never forced to like mature in any way. And Logan can get on fucking Impulsive and be like, the suicide forest made me mature. But did he really? No, probably not. I mean, somewhat. He probably had to mature in ways of like, oh, I have to actually think about the content that I make now. Chris, can I give you $5 for your soul? Hey, dude, listen, went to Satan. I was like, $1 million. And he said, what the fuck? $250 and a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. I was like, let me think about it. So, you know, that's the current going offer. So
it's like, did he scam people or not? And in Coffee's case, if he didn't, did Coffee defame Logan enough for clicks, knowing that Logan was caught off guard by the situation and trying to make things right in the background, or at least that's what Logan's standpoint is. But we're gonna have to see what happens from here. I think that Logan is in a stage where he tried to kind of play the good guy to get the public favor back on his side for years. And now he's to the point where his mantra is, well, if everyone already thinks I'm an asshole, I might as well embrace the role. And I truly think that's at least half of what's going on here. Like, beyond the pettiness, beyond wanting to do this discussion.
Guess what, dude? Plot twist. Logan Paul was doing all of this for attention. And he's gonna be in the ring in WWE, and they're gonna be like, who's that coming out? And it's CoffeeZilla all dressed up, him and Logan Paul dap up, and then they go and they beat the hell out of Seth freaking Rollins, dude. Go Maverick. Okay, the lawsuit was all a bunch of lies. Anyways, I don't know if Seth freaking Rollins and them are like not good. I don't know. Seth Rollins is like the only other wrestler I know other than like John Cena and shit. Oh, and Cody Rhodes. Prime is mid as fuck. I've had a couple of Primes. They were like, okay. I mean, I'd rather have Gatorade. Their energy drinks were ass. It was like worse NOS. Like, that's the best way to describe it. It's like you know how NOS tastes kind of like liquid batteries? That's kind of how Prime tasted, but if they mix a little blueberry in there and then they like turned up the taste of battery even more. My message failed to send. Are you still on Jake Paul? No, we're on Logan Paul. So, you know, I guess we're moving along here. I'll give you 2 Smeckles and a wish. For my soul, I'll give you $5 and a bag of regulars. I never had a single drop of Prime in my life, but I've debated buying it. Yo, I mean, honestly, I think it's, you know, give it a try. See what you think. There's been a couple that I actually am okay with, and then there's some that were absolutely ass. I don't ever remember drinking Prime, so I don't think I've been cursed yet. Kind of caffeine that makes your clock hard. Yeah, exactly. The best flavored energy drink, I think, is the Skittles flavor C4 pre-workout. Yeah, dude, the C4 is dangerous, dude. It's the Last of Us, Tori. Yep, Tori, Yogi, I do be yapping.
discovery of all this information. I think that he's just embracing the villain role. But I do want to know what you guys think about this down below. I also want to thank you guys for watching today's video and dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other crazy lawsuits out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace.
W, absolute goat. He films a dead body and posts it on YouTube for ad revenue, then does a crypto scam and rug pulls his own fan base out of millions of dollars. And now you're telling me he might be evil? Impossible. Narcissists can never take full responsibility for their own actions. See, y'all remember the whole, well, I mean, some of you guys are, some of you guys might be too young for this. You might not have existed on the internet at this time, but Shane Dawson's whole like breakdown of Jake Paul, right? Where he was like, is he a narcissist? And then I think the final like whatever was like, no, he's not actually a narcissist. Like he's not a full narcissist. Now, there is this whole phrase of narcissistic tendencies, and I think if that's really like, I mean, that is really a thing, right? It's like there's tendencies of narcissism. I think they're pretty much, Logan and Jake are both pretty much to like right at the tip where they're almost a full-blown narcissist is what I can tell here. Again, like just Logan trying to like flip the blame off from himself every way and then like not taking any form of accountability for this shit. I mean, he kind of did. Like he kind of did with those videos, but not really. Like he keeps bouncing back and forth. So, I don't know. Bro flying in a private jet complaining about, I lost $500,000 like we're supposed to be over him. Exactly. Dude, this dude literally is talking about how his stupid fucking Polaroid NFT sold for $60,000. The first one, $60,000. $60,000 would literally change my entire fucking family's life, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? Why that's $500,000? I'm a petty billionaire. Fuck you! Are you kidding me? CoffeeZilla will pay Logan Paul. Sounds like a comic book supervillain. Yeah, dude, he's a Disney fucking supervillain. It's pretty incredible. You can consistently be a horrible person online, but if your audience is mostly 12-year-olds and 80 IQ adults, you don't really suffer any real consequences. Bro has the money to hire 5 lawyers, but not the money to pay back his victims' unemployed behavior. Yeah, so, yep. Kind of cringe. Kind of not swag, dude. At the end of the day, fuck Logan Paul. It's my final thoughts.